Today, on February 12th, we have three major stories that have captured the attention of the British media. First, we take you to a powerful visit by the Princess of Wales to a Cheshire prison, where she met with mothers raising their babies behind bars. Watch how the princess handles heckling and the emotional impact of prison programs that are changing the lives of both inmates and their children. Next, we delve into the ongoing controversy surrounding Prince Andrew and the unwavering support from his daughters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie. Despite the public backlash, their strong family bond is standing firm in the face of these challenges. And finally, we cover King Charles's political dinner at Windsor Castle, which is stirring up debate. With key UK leaders in attendance, this sleepy party could signal a shift in UK politics and a new chapter in national unity. Stay tuned to learn all the details behind these major events. Princess Catherine encountered unexpected heckling and wolf whistles from inmates at HMP Style in Wilmslow, Cheshire, during her visit on Tuesday. The Royal, known for her advocacy in areas such as early childhood development and maternal well-being, was visiting the facility's mother and baby unit, which supports incarcerated women raising their children. HMP Style, a prison and young offender institution for women aged 18 and over, has a specialised unit for mothers serving sentences or on remand. This unit is run by Action for Children, a charity the princess supports as royal patron. During her visit, inmates in their cells shouted phrases like, "We need more funding," and "Tell them the truth," while some leaned out of windows to wolf whistle. Despite this, the princess remained composed, smiling and waving at other inmates. Experts suggest that her calm response in such a situation reflects her poise and ability to handle tension with dignity. The princess's visit was focused on learning more about the Mother and Baby Unit, a dedicated space for new and expectant mothers who are incarcerated. Women live in a separate area of the prison and are supported by trained staff and early years practitioners. The aim is to help maintain strong emotional bonds between mother and child while incarcerated. Speaking with the unit's staff, Princess Catherine praised the attention to the mother's emotional well-being. She said, "It is great that you are looking at the mother's well-being as well. The best thing for the baby is to have a mother whose emotional needs and well-being are met as well." Experts in early childhood development emphasize that a mother's mental health significantly impacts her child's development, suggesting that such programs are vital for both mothers and children. Princess Catherine also met with two former inmates, one who had been released 6 weeks earlier with her toddler, and another who had given birth in prison. The former inmate with a toddler shared that the support she received in prison, especially from the nursery, was invaluable. Help she felt would not have been available in her local community. The princess responded, "It shouldn't have to take something like this to get access to something like this." The conversation highlighted how critical it is to provide such resources to vulnerable women. Experts in social work argue that parental support during incarceration plays a key role in reducing recidivism, with studies showing that access to such support can significantly lower reoffending rates. The princess was told that the general reoffending rate for women is around 70%, but this drops to just 12% for women who receive parental support. During the visit, Princess Catherine met with the 4 inmates currently residing in the unit and toured their accommodations and the nursery. Her presence underscored her commitment to understanding how these programs benefit both mothers and children. Amanda Taylor, Operational Director of Children's Services at Action for Children, emphasized the importance of creating a supportive environment for both mothers and babies. Given the challenges the mums are going through, it is really important to give the babies the very best start in life, she said. Experts argue that such support is crucial for children's development. especially when they begin life in challenging circumstances. Princess Catherine's visit reflects her long-standing commitment to early childhood development, a cause she has consistently championed. Experts note that her focus on early years and maternal well-being is essential, as these early years significantly influence a child's future. By highlighting the positive effects of parental support programs in prisons, the princess continues to advocate for more resources and services to help incarcerated mothers and their children. Princess Catherine's visit to HMP Style demonstrates her dedication to supporting vulnerable families. By bringing attention to the importance of maternal support in prisons, she encourages improvements in services for incarcerated mothers. Her continued involvement in these initiatives has the potential to inspire further change, benefiting both mothers and their children. The current situation surrounding Prince Andrew remains one of the most discussed topics within royal circles. At the centre of this whirlwind of attention are the relationships between the prince and his daughters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie. Experts believe that despite all the public outcry and legal troubles, the princesses not only continue to feel affection for their father, but are also actively trying to support him, hoping for changes in his life. According to several specialists, Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie will desperately wish for changes in Andrew's life, as they still remember the warm moments when their father showed care and kindness towards them. Experts suggest that this attitude is similar to what is seen in other members of the royal family, where even after serious mistakes, relatives maintain a sense of love and responsibility. However, specialists note that the support from the daughters is more about the recognition of the need to preserve family ties, despite all the scandals, than unconditional affection. The situation escalated after Prince Andrew found himself at the center of public attention due to his connections with Jeffrey Epstein and Chinese businessman Yan Tengbo. Experts believe that these associations acted as a catalyst for the subsequent lawsuits and widespread criticism. Meanwhile, Andrew consistently denies the charges made against him, and his official public appearances, including attending the funerals of Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, indicate that the royal family is still obliged to take his presence into account at official events, despite his controversial reputation. The topic of financial and property support for Prince Andrew also remains interesting and generates a great deal of speculation in the press. Some sources claim that even after all the scandals, Andrew continues to live in luxury, maintaining his status through financial inflows from the royal inheritance. Experts believe that this situation could have arisen while Queen Elizabeth II was still alive, and it is speculated that she may have left him something in her will. Specialists suggest that such a decision may have been motivated by concerns over Andrew's future behaviour, given his controversial reputation and complex position within the family. Well-known commentator Richard Kay has speculated that the Queen may have considered Andrew her favourite son, despite all the problems, which only adds to the mystery of his situation. Family relationships remain the main pillar for Andrew, despite all the external difficulties. Princesses Beatrice and Eugenie, according to experts, are doing everything possible to support their father, visiting him at his residence, Royal Lodge, and trying to bring some stability back to his life. These actions suggest that despite public condemnation, there is still a sense of mutual support and affection within the royal family, which experts believe is a characteristic feature of the dynasty. Analysts are divided in their views. Some believe that Andrew will eventually move past the scandals, adopting a quiet lifestyle and restoring relationships with his loved ones, while others are certain that fundamental changes in his behaviour are unlikely. Experts note that even with the support of his daughters, the pressure from the public and his legal troubles could radically alter his future in the royal circle. Despite the ambiguity of the situation, one thing remains clear. Prince Andrew continues to be a figure that provokes contradictory opinions, and his family's efforts to support him serve as a striking example of how personal relationships can withstand external pressure and criticism. The situation surrounding Prince Andrew demonstrates a complex mix of personal tragedies, scandals, and internal family ties which, according to experts, will determine the future development of events in the royal family. Experts suggest that Andrew's future largely depends on his willingness to acknowledge his mistakes and choose a path leading to rehabilitation, with the support of his daughters potentially being a key factor in this process. King Charles will host a dinner at Windsor Castle with prominent political figures from the United Kingdom, raising numerous questions and speculations about the future political processes in the country. Experts believe that this event, informally dubbed the Sleepy Party in the media, serves both symbolic and practical purposes, aiming to unite leaders from different regions of the country. According to available information, invited guests include figures such as Sir Keir Starmer, the deputy leader of the Labour Party, along with leaders of decentralised regions, Northern Ireland's First Minister Michelle O'Neill and Deputy First Minister Emma Little Pengelly, as well as Scotland's First Minister John Swinney. However, it remains unclear whether the leader of Wales, Eluned Morgan, will attend. Experts suggest that this guest list could be an attempt by the king to demonstrate his ability to act as a unifying symbol for the entire country, despite growing regional divisions. The format of the event is also noteworthy. All invited participants, except for Sir Keir Starmer, may stay overnight at the castle and continue discussions over breakfast the following morning. Experts believe this informal setting fosters a more trusting atmosphere and opens up opportunities for informal negotiations that could touch on cooperation between the UK's various regions. Some analysts suggest that the royal initiative could signal the monarch's intention to play a more active role in matters of national unity, despite the long-standing tradition of royal neutrality. However, the event has not been without controversy. The presence of Michelle O'Neill, who has held a senior position in one of the radical Republican parties since 2018, may provoke a negative reaction both within her party and beyond. Experts believe that for some supporters of a more decisive course towards separation from traditional monarchical structures, such a meeting will be seen as a compromise with established institutions. Similar concerns are raised within the Scottish National Party, SNP. Despite leader John Swinney's public statement that Scotland would retain the monarchy even in the event of independence, voices within the party have called for a shift towards a republican model of governance. Experts believe these divisions could intensify if King Charles's initiative is perceived as political interference in matters of independence and self-determination. Many analysts note that such meetings and public events are becoming part of a new strategy, where the royal figure acts as a mediator and platform for addressing pressing issues. Experts believe that in the context of heightened internal political contradictions and regional divisions, King Charles's initiative could be an important step toward bridging the gap between the central government and regional leaders. However, the question remains, will this event be merely a symbolic ritual, or will it lay the groundwork for real changes in the political dialogue between different parts of the country? It can be suggested that this sleepy party is not just a nod to tradition, but an attempt to build new forms of interaction in a changing political reality. Experts believe that by inviting leaders from across the country, King Charles seeks to highlight the importance of dialogue and compromise, even if the methods and format of the event may provoke disagreements. It is very likely that such practices will be repeated in the near future, and their impact on the UK's political landscape will be assessed by historians and political scientists as one of the key factors in an era of change. If you enjoy our videos, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for the latest updates on the royal family with us.